Many congratulations. Less than 24 hours after your first round game, you've just served up an absolute Alexandra Palace classic. And I don't say that lightly. Just try and sum up how you're feeling right now.
I mean, to me, that feels like a classic. I think being involved in such a game like that is just unbelievable. You know, I've seen lots of them sort of games on TV and such sort of close games, and you just think, how do people perform under so much pressure? And for myself to perform under the pressure, it just proves to myself I've got so much to give in this game. You know, when I was 2-1 down, you know, my back was so against the wall. It really was. You know, Jermaine was a much better player, but I just proved that you know, I've got a lot to give in this game. In my opinion, best 2 sets of darts I've ever played in my life.
It's nice as well that you've got a gritty side to your game as well, where we've seen you front row and be brilliant in the Premier League, but there you really gritted it out when you had to.
Yeah, it's something I never really had when I was a youngster. You know, if I was back against the wall, I'd give up usually. You know, because that was my attitude. But you know, nowadays there's a lot of things to play for in darts. You know, there's thousands of pounds, but more importantly, ranking money. You know, this win sort of could put me in the top 40 now. You know, so you've got to have that grit and never give up, because you know, 5 years ago I probably would have given up. I'd have probably thought it was just one happening, and it wasn't happening for me up there. The first set wasn't great at all. The second set was amazing. The third set wasn't good at all. Brilliant in the fourth set, and then brilliant in the fifth set. So the 3 sets I won, I think I deserved. But yeah, like you said, I showed a lot of grit and determination to win that game.
In the final set, we saw the bounce out leave you on a non-finish, the 1-6-3, and we saw the wry smile on your face. Did you think, when things like that happen, that it's really not going to be your day? Yeah,
I've had so many experiences like that sort of thing. You know, bounce outs at the wrong time, and I was just thinking, oh, really? You know, I think if that wouldn't have bounced out, would have been in. You know, I can't remember the leg what Jermaine was on, but you know, triple 20 led me 103, and I think it was a chance for the game. So I just thought, oh, you know what I mean, this is happening. You know, really, but you know, I showed the grit and determination to not let that affect me, and you know, I didn't really plan to win this game in the last leg decider, but you know, it feels much better than winning it 3-0 really.
When you're in that situation of tie break and you have to win by 2 clear, what's it like knowing that you throw first? Because Jermaine's always then throwing to save the match.
Well, when we did the ball in the back room, he hit the balls. He was him to throw first. He hit the ball. I hit the ball. Then it was my throw first. I hit the ball, and he missed. So, you know, 2 balls there could have been the most important part of the game before we've even walked up on our stage. And then obviously when we was 5-all at the 25 at 25, at 25 he missed. So them sort of things I think so important. You know, you need to take as much pride and passion in going just for the balls over before you've even walked up on the stage, because in a way that could have won me the game really.
You've had a grueling 24 hours. The 9 days you now have off, is that a godsend, because you can now completely rest, relax and reset yourself?
I mean, a couple of days would have been fine. I could relax and reset myself in a couple of days, but 9 days is good. You know, I can sit back and watch a load of the great dart players that are going to take up on that stage, you know. But for me, it's just about practice and getting lots of rest, and preparation is key. I think Phil Taylor was the best person for that. You know, I'm just going to make sure that I practice hard, no nights out, you know, practice, just not be silly. You know, we're in a competition here, and I ain't going to sort of do anything to hinder that.
Draw's really opened up for yourself as well, with 2 great wins. Now Joe Cullen or Nico Kurtz next. Obviously, one is a very youngster that won't really know what's hit him, and Joe, we all know his record here isn't great. So dart players, we know, overthink stuff. So is that in your favour now as well?
I mean, there's a long way to go, because Nico's got James Wilson first in the first round, and then the winner of that plays Joe. So you know, there's a long way to go. I rate Joe. You know, I think Joe's got a fantastic ability when he's on it. You know, I've been on the back end of it where he's absolutely thrashed me, stuff like that. So I know he's got it, but I know James Wilson's a heavy scorer as well. And we could sit here and discuss and say I'll play James or Joe. I could end up playing Nico, because last year Michael Smith probably thought he was playing Rob Cross in the quarterfinals, and he didn't. He was playing me. So anything can happen in this game. You know, it'd be nice to play Nico, because it'd be nice to have a young. Can I say youth, young? I don't know. I don't know. I can. So it'd be nice to have a young person both playing in a high-profile game. But if it's Joe, you know, I know I'm going to have to bring my A game. If it's James, I'm going to have to bring my A game. If it's Nico, I have to bring my A game. So it doesn't matter to me who I play. As long as I perform in performances like that, you know, I'll be fine.
Luke, absolute pleasure as always, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Just a couple from me, Luke, if that's all right. You had some terrific results here 12 months ago, as we know, and it's been a great start to your 2020 campaign. Is there anything in particular about the Ali Pali stage that you like?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. You know, there isn't anything in particular. I just think I'd come alive in the best possible time. You know, I played well when I need to. Yesterday, I think I proved that with a lot of good out shots, and today I've done it again. You know, unfortunately, you know, my scoring hasn't been consistent this year like it was last year. But you know, if I keep winning, it doesn't matter. As long as I do enough to win every game, that's all that matters. And you know, if I find my scoring, I could be dangerous.
And I think it was a real show of confidence where you hit the 2 treble 20s and then had to just pause yourself before throwing the dart and hit the treble 15 as well. Real show of confidence there.
Yeah, I think I hit 180 before, and I could hear the crowd every time I hit 2 treble 20s loud. And as soon as I was never ever going for a treble 20 there, let's put it there. But when I hit the 2, I could hear them. They didn't realise it was 181 left, so I pretended and I stopped. You know, had a look. You know, I mean, the crowd pay a lot of good money to come in and support us. You know, and we just need to get. Sometimes it's much. It don't matter how important the game is. You know, it's nice to give a little bit back. Let them have a little bit of enjoyment. It didn't hinder me. You know, it's treble 15 straight away. So you know, I think I was never in trouble in the leg, but you know, it's nice to give a little bit back and let them enjoy the day.
Thank you very much, Luke.
Thank you.
Luke, congratulations. Very quick game. You know, considering it went to the final shootout. What was it like to play?
I think at times I was too quick. You know, I tried sort of relaxing myself and not throwing too fast, but it's so hard when you're playing a player. It's exactly the same rhythm as you. You know, our rhythm is identical, very fast, and sort of. I walk around the stage. I'm ready. These finishes darts, I'm ready to throw. So there was parts of the game where I thought, you know, just throw your darts and then walk back gently, you know, because I think I was rushing, and then sometimes you can get caught up, you know, and not play. And then I think that showed in a couple of sets. I wasn't, like the first set and the third set, I think it was, I wasn't very good at all. I think that's because I was rushing. So, you know, when I relaxed myself and calmed down, I think I played really well.
Yeah, and you obviously had a chance to win the game really, and you missed the ball. What was going through your mind after that?
Well, I think I wanted 70, and I thought, just give yourself a double. I'd love to have gone at treble 18, but an 18 single 20 double 16 would have been lovely. But you know, that treble 3, I thought, oh, you know, treble 17. You know, I've hit the 17. I'm thinking, let's go out and start. But I was close. It was right on the wire, and I think I left 25. Jermaine wanted a double, and I think he took out last start. I'm thinking, I've been on the receiving end of this so many times, someone taking out a last start finish. But I dug in really well there, and I'm just over the moon to get through the game, really.
Yeah, and is it now a case of just enjoying the moment, celebrating with your family and friends that were here today, and sort of going again at the start of the week and preparing for next round? Yeah,
I mean, it's not. We're going to celebrate, but we're not going to celebrate as in going out, nights out and stuff, you know. I see a good interview with Phil Taylor with Live Darts, and he sort of said, young kids, you know, if you're in a competition, don't go out partying, because that's not what we're here for. We're here for a World Championships, and that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm not going to do anything silly. I'm just going to sort of relax. 9 days is a long time, but it goes very quick, so just practice and rest. It's the best thing I can give anybody advice for, you know, because I don't want to end this year as the last sector. I want to get to the final this year.
Yeah, okay, that's all from me.
Thank you very much.